You had a turbulent relationship with your father and a stormy early life. How did that contribute to you becoming a career politician?
Sure. You know, I did have a childhood. I wouldn't call it typical by any stretch of imagination, because we had a lot of trouble in our home, and my parents split up by the time I was 7. And it's difficult to explain and difficult to talk about. My dad was someone who I think in many ways was a very good human being, and he was literally a war hero. My parents had me later in life than many folks have kids. He served in World War II. He volunteered for World War II. He was in very horrible battles in the Pacific Theater, and he came back without half of one of his legs, wounded by a Japanese grenade. And so he carried with him both, you know, a physical disability and what we would call today post-traumatic stress disorder. But back then they didn't know what it was, or they didn't look at it that way, and he didn't get the help he could have gotten. Unfortunately, that turned into things like alcoholism. And so in my house, I didn't get to know the hero. I knew the stories, and I respected him, and I admired him, but I got to know the guy who unfortunately was letting his family down and just couldn't keep his life together. And I think it did affect my understanding of the world. I think if anything's going to help you understand people who are struggling, or think in terms of the underdog or those who are less privileged, it's when it visits your own home.
Did it bring you to where you are today?
I'm certain in many ways, yeah. I mean, I think I had a lot of influences. I had a lot of positive influences. My family, my mother's side of my family was like, you know, a rock. As, you know, that was really the place I turned for solace. Very close Italian family, a family that really supported each other. And that was a lot of the, you know, where I turned and where I found something more positive. And I had a lot of great influences, teachers and, you know, professors and folks I met along the way. But I am certain that my sense of the unfairness that exists in the world and the need to address it began with what I saw in my own home.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Places to go. We need